This is an abandoned public footpath. It disappeared off the map sometime in the 20th century and is no longer passable. But how old do we think it is?
To find out, we're going to spend 2 days hiking up to the highest part of our permission, where this footpath ran between two villages. It's exposed to all the elements, and these could be the windiest digs we have ever had, but will our perseverance get rewarded?
With centuries of footpath use, you just never know who could have lost a purse up here.
Dare I say, this is the find of a lifetime. Like, actual lifetime. I'm shaking.
So we've just got to the field.
We've got a little bit of a hike because we're heading all the way up there, because we've got an abandoned footpath that runs right along the top of this hill, and we're doing our best to explore it.
The conditions today, it's pretty cold. We've got frost, we had snow yesterday.
Yeah, the ground is pretty solid down there, so we'll see what luck we have up at the top.
Try not to fall down a hole. The public right-of-way is a phenomenon that is quite unique to England, Scotland and Wales, and as a route between villages, this very footpath could easily be thousands of years old.
Footpaths are excellent places to start a search, as they experience such a high level of foot traffic over the years. On various routes across our permission, we found poignant artefacts such as sweetheart brooches, elaborate needle cases and lost children's toys, not to mention the huge variety of coinage from Roman times right up to Victorian. But what is waiting up here for us today?
So we've just made it to the top of the hill. Now, it's always a bit of an effort, but it's certainly worth it whilst you're up here. Just look at this view we've got behind us. What a beautiful day for a day.
Worth the hike.
Worth the hike.
$19.20.
What do you think, Lucy? What's the first find of the year going to be?
First find of the year.
Right here. What do you think? 1819, home for a coin.
Coin?
Coin. You got something?
What is it?
Oh no! First find of the year's trash.
Every time you head out on a country walk, the footpath that you are tramping down could be much older than you realise.
Here in Britain, our public rights of way were created simply by people walking, taking the same route until it became embedded into history. And there were dozens of causes for them. Largely it was that without our modern communication methods, marching across to the neighbouring village to spread the news was the only option. But there's a whole host of other reasons, from natural navigational features such as a ridgeway, a historic track such as a Roman road built to move armies, a dike or a ditch thrown up for protection. It could even be a religious route used during pilgrimage, or the more sombre corpse road, which was purposely designed to be a difficult route as a mark of respect for the corpse being carried to the Mother Church. So what do you know about the public footpath that you take often? This one here was a route between villages, and placed on a prominent high outcrop of land, it's likely that this footpath was created for its geographical features that made it easy to navigate. It's easy to see where it used to lie, as years of use have worn a sort of hollow into the grass which is still visible today.
Literally made me jump in my tracks. What is that? Okay, 40.
40?
I can't remember the last time we had a 40.
No, I can't remember either. It's either going to be something really, really, really good, or something like mega
Something
trash.
Really bad.
Mega trash.
What do you guys think it's going to be? It's going to be good or bad?
Mega bad.
Mega bad, mega good. Yeah. 40 on the VDI. Let's find out.
Lovely frozen patch.
It's not seeming mega good.
Oh, whoa. Looks huge. Oh my god,
Huge.
What is that? I don't know. Like a flask or something? Or?
Nah, big trash.
Ellie's not impressed.
I'm impressed with the big trash. Oh, what's that? Huge piece of Ellie.
Sorry, Ellie.
Big one for the fines bag.
Some 20s though.
Now what is that?
Ooh.
Hey, what do you think that is? Do you think a coin?
Or coin or buckle?
It's pretty big.
Oh.
These, look at the size of that.
What is it?
Massive round thing.
Trash.
Let's just see if I can get the mud off. Let me have a look. What is that?
I don't know if we've got a bit of a watch or...
Maybe like there's the top bit in there. Is that a bit of a pocket watch maybe? Something.
I mean, should we see if there's anything else in the
thick.
hole, perhaps?
Yeah.
$11, $12.
What's that? Is that a wee button?
It's like a tiny little button.
A wee button, look. Very tiny, tiny one. So small. First proper find.
What does it say on your buttons? This 4-hole button proudly displays the slogan "Best Ring Edge" pressed into its surface. These 2 or 4-hole buttons are fairly common and often known as trouser buttons here in Britain or suspender buttons in America, and would have mainly been used to fasten work shirts and trousers. It dates from the late 19th to early 20th century, when pressed buttons often bore generic slogans like this one, or the name and address of the tailor. Best Ring Edge was simply a bit of a claim, a statement by the maker that their buttons were the best.
Yeah, 23, 24. It's on this little bank.
What's that?
Ooh, is that a little bit of silver?
That looks like a little bit of silver to me, look. What have we got here? First silver of the year.
Is it like?
A 6p.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a beauty.
Wow.
Do you think that's Vicky on there?
Oh.
Think we've got a Vicky?
Could be.
It's looking like a real nice one, you know. Just when we were saying we don't find much milled silver. What do you think we've got here? I mean, it's not clean yet, but I'm seeing 6p. I'm seeing Vicky, and I'm thinking it's an early one, you know. This might be a really nice piece of milled silver.
We were just talking about earlier about wanting to find more milled and hopefully up here.
I feel like this public footpath, this is the place to be.
Yeah.
We do not find much milled silver in our permission, so this is a real winner for us. Oh, has it got a hole? It's been pierced.
Oh wow, like a necklace.
Yeah, like a pendant or a love token.
It is Vicky.
Oh, look at that. That's a beauty.
Oh wow.
So beautiful.
What, first proper find to kick off the year?
First find of the year, look at that.
Is it a 6p, did you say?
Yeah, 6p, look, can you see it on it?
Is that a bit of luck then? Lucky
That is a bit of luck,
6p.
the lucky 6p. Let's see if we can spray out the hole.
Oh wow.
Wow. Look at that. They probably would have worn the 6p for luck, you know.
Yeah, someone's lucky 6p. First piece of silver of the year. First coin of the year. This 6p likely wasn't used like a coin at all. It's been pierced at the top with the date carefully rubbed away, suggesting it's undergone a transformation, becoming a pendant that would have had an important meaning to its original owner.
The silver 6p is possibly one of the nation's best loved coins, and in the Victorian era, the time that this coin comes from, it would have represented a lot of money. With just one 6p you could have purchased a pound of cheese, a pint of milk, a dozen eggs, or apparently enough beer to get drunk on. They were a crucial part of daily transactions, but they also held a symbolic meaning.
We've all heard of the phrase, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, but it originally ended with a silver 6p in your shoe.
Since the 1600s, it's been customary for the bride to be given a piece of silver as a wedding gift, something symbolically represented as a silver sixpence. The sixpence became a symbol of good luck, even being used by RAF pilots in the Second World War, who would sew the coin behind their flying badges before they took to the skies. And it was common in families that there be one specific lucky sixpence that was passed down through the generations. Perhaps this sixpence was a family's treasured good luck charm.
Starting the year off with a bit of silver sixpence look. Victorian style. Look at that.
That's such a great signal.
Honestly, that's made the day so worth it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What a beauty. And the fact it's pierced as well.
I want to see if there's any more, because
Absolutely.
there's some quite nice little signals up here.
I mean, what story has it got to tell?
After being lost to the earth, hopefully it's a sign, a new Roman found good luck charm.
If you're enjoying this adventure with us, make sure you hit that subscribe button and support our channel.
Really nice little 13 here. What have we got in this quad? Oh, shoddy.
No. Oh, that sounded real good as well.
Yeah, it did. Quite a strong 1920 there.
There's definitely a coin in here somewhere, because that's the imprint. So it's down here somewhere.
Down here somewhere.
What do you think it's going to be down here?
There. There. What have we got?
What have we got? That looks like a king. Is it Georgie? Young George? Halfpenny? Ship's penny?
Let's get a closer look at
Get
it.
a closer look.
Despite being minted in 1948, this coin tells us a tale that begins on the 13th of December 1577.
Captained by Sir Francis Drake, 5 ships and 164 seamen leave Plymouth, embarking on one of the greatest voyages ever made. They wouldn't return back to England for another 2 years, 10 months and 18 days, and not all of them would make it.
It's a nice one, that one. It's a good nick of the green.
Since 1937, all halfpennies until decimalisation featured Sir Francis Drake's Golden Hind on the reverse, commemorating his most famous voyage, becoming the first Englishman to circumnavigate the globe. This was the first halfpenny reverse to not feature Britannia. Of the 5 ships that went on this voyage, only one returned, the Golden Hind. It was your classic mid-16th century warship, fast and nimble, and it didn't return empty. Over his voyage, Drake had filled it with gold and treasure. In fact, he brought such a wealth back that the voyage's backers received a 4,700% return on their investment. The original Golden Hind has sadly disintegrated after being a museum ship for 70 years in the elements. The only surviving remnant is a chair in the Bodleian Library in Oxford that was carved from its timbers.
It's a little robin. Just turned up to see what we're digging. Oh, look at him. Hi, little guy. It's actually Ellie the robin. Where's he gone? He's probably hungry because the ground's frozen. He probably wants a worm. Hello, little guy. 14. Very clear.
What's that? Look.
Is that a first ring pull of the year?
First ring pull of the year. Oh, how I hate these. They sound so good as well.
Oh, annoying. For centuries, the humble robin has been the symbol of good luck, happiness and rebirth. He heralds the coming of spring and signifies good times ahead. He seems to have been summoned to us, getting braver each time, trying to steal the worms from our holes. First a lucky sixpence and now a lucky robin. Maybe treasure is waiting for us up on this footpath.
Aha! What do you think that one is?
It's another penny.
Another, oh, I think it's a half penny from the size. Shall we see who we got?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Britannia. Is that Vicky?
Oh, is it Vicky?
Oh, it's a Vicky. 1860, I think, that one.
Oh, wow.
Vicky on that side, look.
Oh, there's some really nice details.
Yeah.
This might be one of our best condition Victorian coins yet. It was minted in 1860, at a time where Britain was the most powerful trading nation in the world. Possessing a coin of British currency was more sought after than any others at this time, as it was the only international currency whose value was wholly backed by gold reserves. It's a good year. Queen Victoria's in her 40s and the British Industrial Revolution is in full force. Despite possessing only 2% of the entire world population, we are producing around half of the world's manufactured goods. People are enjoying the new penny postal system too, which has revolutionised communications by allowing a letter to be sent for just a single penny. You'd only need 2 of these coins to send one. Not to mention the reforms being passed that are improving living and working conditions. Life is on the up.
Another 22.
See that? Oh, what's that there?
Is it
A little lead.
lead?
Yeah, it's lead. Look. What do you think it is? I think it's like a weight or like a powder vessel. You know, a powder vessel.
Oh, that's
Let's have a little-
interesting.
Let's see if I can get the dirt out of it.
Unusual lead.
Strange
Cap.
little lead, look.
Bowl. Does it look like a little kid's toy?
Could it be a kid's toy?
A little
Bowl cap?
This is a lead cup that would have been an essential tool from the medieval era right until the 19th century.
It is just one of what would have been a set of nested weights, with each consecutive weight fitting inside the other and weighing exactly half its predecessor. A design that was incredibly portable, easily stored and first thought of in the Roman times. They would have been used alongside some form of balance scale and many by apothecaries to measure out ingredients, or by tradesmen to measure coins. With a monetary system that was governed solely by the precious metal content in the coins, a value that was determined by weight, these cup weights would have been essential in trade.
Well, the sun's going down, temperature's starting to drop.
Yeah, it's
Getting a
freezing.
bit cold out here. So I think we're going to detect our way down this gully because it looks quite interesting. Pick up a footpath and head on out of here.
Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. After a day of good omens, dusk is drawing in, bringing with it an incredible sunset. Hopefully the red sky signifies metal detectorist delight as we return in the light to continue the search. Swinging our way down.
Swinging our way out of here. To a warm path. Right, day 2 and we're back. This is exactly where we left off, just up over there. And I think we're going to pick up, well, pretty much from where we last dug a hole, I think.
Yeah, we've got a whole nother field just over the fence,
That way.
which continues the footpath, so I think we're gonna see what we can find. Returning back to the field, we find ourselves wondering why this footpath is no longer in use. It's certainly not passable anymore with the land split into separate fields that are securely fenced off.
Here in Britain we have around 91,000 miles of footpaths, 20,000 miles of bridleways and 6,000 miles of byways, and they are all under threat, with some counties losing around 1,000 miles of footpaths in just 100 years. This likely happens as a result of something called enclosure. The enclosure movement peaked around the late 18th century and changed the public relationship to land. People took ownership of land that had previously been open fields and common land and converted them into farming, diverting the existing paths or simply closing them altogether. The problem is that the public footpath network, having been created over a millennia, is not suited to modern land use. Some paths run straight through farmyards, presenting health and safety issues. Often the landowner will take matters into their own hands and start fencing off the old routes. So if there's a particular footpath that you take on your daily walk, then a deadline is looming. All historic footpaths must be officially recorded before 2026 or they will simply be extinguished and lose their public right of way.
What's that? It is foil! Foil! Gold foil! Oh, how we love the gold foil!
First signal.
First signal. So we've made it to the top, we've got our first signal, and it's a bit of gold. A bit of gold foil, look. Maybe this is our gold at the top of the hill, so we don't have to keep it windy.
Manifesting
Windy.
at play.
Yeah, it's windy up here. Right, come on. Got something hiding here in the side of the hole.
Is it going to be
shotty? Yeah.
It's a
It's a shoddy. First one to dig.
Ooh, what is it?
Oh, what is it? What's that?
Oh my god.
What's something shiny?
Wait a second.
Whoa, 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 what's that?
Whoa.
Right, so we've had to stop because there's a little bit of glimmer in this soil.
We've got some gold in the hole.
Is it going to be gilt or is it going to be gold? Have we predicted this? What do you think, guys? Get your bets in now. Ooh. I think we need to get the spritz on that. What do you think that is? That's looking suspiciously non-buttony.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, I can't quite see, but...
Oh, I think a button. I think a button.
But it got a lovely mark on it.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's a real pretty one there. Look at that.
Definitely gold gilt.
Definitely.
So
That's
pretty.
a pretty one there. Really pretty one. I wonder what SF
Oh,
is.
I love that. We might be able to find out where it was made.
Oh, I bet we can. I bet we can find out some really good details behind that.
We've never found a button quite like this one. In fact, it was so special that it drove us to get in contact with the very company that made them.
This is a livery court dress button. Fire gilded in gold, it is possibly the fanciest button ever owned by its original owner. Court dress was required to be worn by those in attendance of the royal court, state balls, evening state parties and levees. All prestigious events attended by the royals, nobility and top upper class of society. Marked SF on the reverse, this button was made by the renowned royal button makers Firmin & Sons, one of the oldest manufacturing companies in the UK who have worked with every British monarch since Charles II and had royal warrants of appointment for every successive monarch since George II in an unbroken line to the present day. And this is what they had to say about our button. A crown above the ostrich feathers badge of the Prince of Wales might be a connection with the Prince Regent. The back mark suggests it was made before 1796 when Samuel Firmin died and possibly before 1760. Unfortunately, we do not have a record for this button from that period, but it does look like a superior quality livery court dress button. The Prince Regent refers to George IV, who ruled under a regency when his father George III became too ill to rule. His reign is known for its extravagance and he certainly loved a royal party that called for court dress.
So the question is, was this button lost by a royal, a member of the Prince Regent's household, or by the Prince Regent himself? It certainly seems to be one of the finest buttons available at the time, made by the royal button makers themselves. "22, very clear. Is it too clear?" This find is so special it classes as real-life buried treasure under UK law.
So just a quick update for you all, because we've been freaking out on the top of this hill.
Yeah, we have.
This is like the find of a lifetime. We've never found, dare we say the words hoard before.
Yeah, like a hammered hoard.
And these are they're still in the hole. We've not even got them out yet. We've literally just been shaken. They're still in the hole, and we think they're like massive hammered silver coins.
Like huge. The biggest I've ever seen.
Yeah, the biggest we've ever found, the biggest I've ever seen in my life. Like, we need to dig them.
Like,
we need to. How many are there?
I don't want to like ruin the moment. Like this moment is like this is it. We have to take them out of the hole.
I know. Right, so we take a picture of them in the hole. There's at least 2. It's the last location we ever expected it.
We literally said no chance.
No chance. And like, dare I say, this is the find of a lifetime. Like, actual lifetime. I'm shaking. I need to know what they are right now. I need to know. We need to dig them. They're still in the hole.
We've got to dig it.
Still in the hole.
I know, it's not like this moment is like, we just had to get them out now.
We've got to get them out.
Pull one out. Oh, wow.
That's huge.
Oh, fucking
Wow.
hell.
Gee, look at that.
What is that?
What that is it Charles? Is it James? That is a beast.
I honestly never would have expected to find this era of coin up here.
These 2 shillings are easily the biggest silver coins we have ever found, and they happen to have been lost at a time where England was in complete political and social upheaval. The English Civil Wars, a period in UK history that ended with the first ever and only execution of an English king.
Oh.
The events of the English Civil Wars were unprecedented. They were the catastrophic result of a long and drawn-out struggle for total power and control between the monarch and Parliament. People were bitterly divided, caught between the parliamentarians and the royalists, and left with no choice but to fight for their cause.
Literally the biggest hammers I've ever seen in my life.
Cracking on.
Wow, that is quite a coin, that.
Yeah.
That's just one side. Ready for the other?
Who've we got?
What is that? Is that James?
It's estimated that as many as 1 in 4 adult men took up arms. All sections of society were affected. Many livelihoods were lost, some were gained, but the general consensus was that nobody really had any certainty about what the future may hold. Law and order was breaking down and acts of violence were often going unpunished.
Oh wow, look at that one. That's really crisp, that side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we have a look at the other? I think it might be another one. I'm not too sure who's on there. But I mean, what a coin.
Yeah, that's incredible.
What a coin.
So with these 2 shillings buried for safekeeping during this period of unrest, the sheer level of coin hoards that were buried during the English Civil Wars is only comparable to those of the 3rd century, when Roman rule began breaking down. Minted under James I and Charles I, these coins are the perfect example of such a coin hoard. Shillings would have represented around 12 pence each, a large denomination and a significant amount of money for the time. For comparison, a common Civil War soldier received only 8 pence a day, and they only saw half of that, and sometimes even less, as money was deducted from their wages for lodgings, clothes and weapons. So these 2 shillings here could be as much as a week's worth of wages.
The real question is this a hoard buried for safekeeping, or an unfortunate purse lost on a footpath that saw a week's wages lost to time?
Look at those. Is that not the biggest coin you've ever seen? This has made the day. First hoard, and it's not mine. I mean, what? Spillage?
Looking back on our adventure, we had all the signs of good fortune. A lucky sixpence, a messenger robin, and a superstitious sunset.
It's certainly been a day to remember, a digging milestone, finding our first ever small hoard. We have 14 days now to report these coins under the UK Treasure Law, where they will head off on their next journey. We won't hear back from them until the report gets finalised and the museums have had their say over whether they want to acquire our buried treasure.
So we've potted about. It's getting dark.
Yeah.
I think we've. I think that was us for the day. To be honest.
I don't think we're going to top what we've just
No, I
found.
don't think we're going to top that. Time to head on down this hill now, I think.
If you'd like to come on another digging adventure with us, then check out this video. Thanks for watching.